Okay, so this is a pretty serious topic. Trigger warning, maybe. Harassment. So let's call this guy Bozno. Bozno was a pretty creepy boy back in 3rd grade. He gave me unwanted attention and said weird things about my body, to the point where he said he wanted to do weird stuff with me. Then one random lunch after we threw our trays away, this boy I knew, said Tog. Right when I turned around, Bozno grabbed my hips and he tried something. Now I'd cave this is sexual assault or sexual harassment or both. But it was pretty disgusting because when we went back to class, he said, oh, it was just a joke. You can't take jokes. Anyway, story2.com, I'm not going to censor their name this time. So we went camping with a couple of people in my grade, around 20 people from my school and 20 others from another city. So on Tuesday, I believe, the boys went to shower in the afternoon. So we had gone back to our cabins and waited for the boys to finish so we can continue with our schedule. I decided to go to Carmen's bunks. She was one of my friends, BSF. Carmen was also one of my friends, not anymore though. Me and Carmen were spraying water on each other. Great times. And then I laid on her bed and then looked on the other side of the bunk. And I was telling him to help as a joke because Carmen wasn't letting me off her bed. I looked behind me, Carmen was there. She got on top of me, touched my stomach, and then looked behind me again. And whenever I looked behind me, she got closer and closer to my face. And when I say closer, I mean she was like a dog on top of their owner. So I told someone his name is William. If you've been on my channel, eek, who this is. Anyway, after I told him, I asked him if I should tell our cabin person. I had a KA. He said, yeah. And so fast forward to 8 p.m. I told our cabin person. I forgot her name, so I'll call her Beth. Beth said she'd talked to Carmen. After she talked to Carmen, she called me outside and told me,
I talked to Carmen, and she said she didn't do that. Obviously, she would say that. But stay away from Carmen, and if that happens again, tell me.
But that's all. I stopped talking to Carmen. My life hasn't been better. Last story, this one is very, very, very short, and it also happened at camp.
It was a Thursday night. I was talking to this girl, Jaylani. We were talking about our interests. After talking about our interests, I started talking about how girls dance. And then we talked about us. And then she said, I want your ass. And then proceeded to squeeze my ass.
I deal with random, I don't know, man.
But that's all. I just wanted to share my experience.